Hi, it's Susie from Pink Diamond Guide. How is everybody today? Oh, off to a rough start. Wanted to do it. Is this your person reading? The 1212 portal energies are definitely they're doing their thing. So I thought we'd have a look in and see, is this your person, and see if the energies are relevant. This may not be your person. This might be a completely different story. Take it or leave it. If the narrative fits, if it feels like it makes sense, maybe this is the story for you. Let's have a look. Bit of a fly on the wall snapshot that is just all about your person. Not to encourage chasing, but to assist with grounding the energies. Sometimes we just need to know our person's okay and have a little bit of a, this feels like a little bit of a pep talk to go, what's happening over there in DM land? Righto. Let's have a look. Is this your person? Righto. We've got in the soul space, we've got the King of Cups. In our 3D space, we've got the Three of Cups. In our challenge position, Seven of Swords. And in our likely outcome, we've got the King of Swords. In our what would they tell you if they could? The Emperor. Wow. Okay. Is this your person? So what's happening in the soul space there is the King of Cups it is definitely an energy of somebody who has big feelings, right? How I'm reading this energy is it someone who does have big feelings, but the King of Cups is not always necessarily good at knowing what to do with them. Like he's standing atop that cup. He's not holding it. He's not owning it. He's standing on top of it going, what should I do with this cup that I have? Now, if we look at it independently, it's the Ace of Cups. So we've got, the ideals of self-love, twin love, divine love, all of those ideals of what love could be. And when the Ace of Cups comes in, it's generally a fresh start or a restart on that energy. But our King of Cups is kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. He has one, he doesn't always necessarily know what to do with that Ace of Cups that he holds. But masculine energy should be action oriented. So what I'm picking up around this energy in the soul space is that they're preparing to take action. I don't actually think they're in the process. If we were looking at a knight or something like that, that's definitely energy forward. But our king deliberates here. So he's having, spending time with sort of 1 foot in, 1 foot out, thinking, what am I going to do with this Ace of Cups that I hold in my soul space? What's playing out in the 3D is you'd have no idea how deeply this King of Cups is thinking. It might look like he's just out there having a blast. It definitely looks like there's a 3D energy at play that needs to be a 3D, a third party. So whether that's a third person, it can be a job, it can be anything. It can be an addiction, it can be anything that they're putting their energy into that makes it feel like they're taking their energy away from you. And kind of what I'm thinking about here is that our King of Cups is trying to figure out what they do with this third party energy, like going, do I really want to continue to embrace this energy that keeps me out of being in connection with you, or do I want to lay this energy down? I think we'll dig a little deeper and see why our third party energy is actually here, because I don't think that, my gut feeling is that it's a deliberation over what I'm doing with those energies. Why? Because what I want to tell you is I'm actually the Emperor. What I want you to believe about me is that I'm the Emperor, even if secretly I don't really know what I want to do, and even if you think I'm just out here causing trouble, causing mayhem, not giving you what you want, I want you to think I've actually got control of the situation and that I've bossed up. What my challenge is I've been deceptive to you, right? I've given you the appearance that I'm an Emperor, oh gosh, my words, an emperor who's living it up and having a great time, but I'm not really. I'm not really. I've been putting on a facade. Really, I'm the King of Cups, not the Emperor. I'm not in charge of my world. Actually, sometimes I really struggle with all my feelings and I don't really know what to do with them all. So sometimes I might lead you astray with what I'm actually doing. I might tell you a story that lets you think that I've got control of my situation. I might even lie to you at times about where I am and what I'm doing. I might look like I'm having fun. I might look like I'm in control, but it's all a facade. It's all a facade. Deep down, I'm really, really battling with my feelings. And the likely outcome is very soon I'm going to tell you all about it. I'm going to tell you all the ways that I've been, all the different guises that I've been using to deny the deep feelings that I'm holding. I've been denying talking about all of the things that I'm sitting on the fence of, all of the deliberations I make about love in my soul space. I've been denying talking to you about them, because I want you to think I've got my act together. I'm all under control. I don't necessarily need to be talking to you about these deep-seated feelings I have. I don't know if I'm ready to be that vulnerable. So instead, I'm going to lie to you. I'm going to put on some kind of facade that tells you I don't necessarily care. Righto. Let's get another level to that energy and see what's playing out. Let's have a look at some numerologies. Kind of like these cards. I think they're a little bit cool. They just give us a few pointers, with very specific words, and just gives us a little bit of direction there. So in the soul space, we've got Achiever. I think we had this last time. This one's come out a little bit in the 3D Leader. In here we've got, oh no, do we have this? I don't know. These cards feel like they've come out before. Here, what I tell you is, does that say fun? Oh gosh, that's hard to read, isn't it? I think it says fun. Let's have a look up close. Maybe we can see it on here. Fun, yeah. Okay, what have we got in the challenge? We've got the shadow side of impatient and likely outcome energy, soul searcher, mysterious. So we've got lots of light energies playing out here versus the shadow energies, which is really nice to see. I actually think, look, this person does want to take steps forward. That's what I'm picking up. I want to be honest. I want to be an authority. Look, I want you to think I'm the Emperor. So I want my King of Cups to have some kind of authority. Leadership, Emperor, King of Cups. Power, organized, financial, strength and power, ambitious, confident. I want you to know I'm confident. And 8, that is definitely an energy of a leader. So we're definitely feeling that with some of the cards that we've got out, especially with that Emperor there. And he's, I get the feeling that this person really struggles to show how vulnerable they truly are in the soul space. But if we're applying these words to a King of Cups, what I'm looking here is that somebody who goes, I'm taking charge of my feelings and I'm going to be confident in my vulnerabilities. I'm going to be confident with the things that I feel. I'm going to be an authority about showing my feelings when I need to show them. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be organized. I'm going to bring forward to you someone who's been through a journey and figured out what it is to have big feelings and to show big feelings, to communicate about them. Here in the 3D space, it's like, it does feel like a similar energy. We still have this energy of going, I want to take charge. So we've got a self-motivator, pioneer, we've got expectations, we've got magician skill, ambitious, courage, determined, sun, ego, and analytical. The big word on that one is independent. So here we go. I want to be independent on my third-party energies. That's what I was saying before. I didn't feel like this was an energy of going, I'm whooping it up. It's going, I know that I've got this third-party energy playing out. That's actually a problem. I want to be independent of the third-party energy. I want you to see I'm self-motivated. I'm a pioneer. I'm analytical, determined, courageous. All of these words that are not this energy. And I felt that when I put it down, I went, nah. Even if it looks like he's whooping it up, I think it's the reason this card's here is because they're being analytical about it, and that King of Cups has got big feelings about it. Our Emperor, what have we got in this energy? That's a hard card to read, hey, until I put it right up here. We've got communicator, we've got, what does that say? Listener, happy, motivator, optimistic, what does it say? Charming, maybe? Empress beauty, aware of others. Look at this. This is an Emperor, right? The Emperor, oh, Empress beauty. So we've got a match here. What do I want to tell you? I am the Emperor to your Empress. Oh, I am the creative force. I am the protector. I am the nurturer to to your Empress beauty. And here we've got aware of others. Now, what I love about the Emperor, when it's a healthy Emperor, when it's not an Emperor who's tipped into too much ego, a healthy Emperor is like the dad that you always wanted, you know, like he's the dad where you can sit on his lap and give him a hug and run up and dad tells you that he loves you and you know that you're protected, that you know that you've loved. An unhealthy Emperor is someone who's all up in their ego and just all about bossing you about. So what he's saying is my healthy Emperor to your healthy Empress is, and I want to communicate those ideals. I want to be able to speak, I want to be able to listen, and I want to express to you that it would make me really, really happy to be the Emperor to your Empress. I like that energy. What have we got in the struggle energy? Impatient. I've told you some lies. I've told you some lies. I've put on some masks. I've had some big walls. And, you know, for me to be able to take that down now is going to require for you to really take a leap of faith, take a lot of trust in me. I've been withdrawn. I've been, you know, I've been, how do I want to phrase this in this energy? Withdrawn, yes. Gossip, maybe. I want to say I've lied. Grudge, I've lied. I've been compulsive, stubborn, argumentative, controlling. But I'm impatient to get the results that I want. I've only ever lied to you because I didn't want you to see how deeply I go through emotions. I didn't want you to see my soft underbelly. And now I'm impatient. Can't we just brush this under the carpet? Can't we just brush this under the carpet? Right? Can't we just push this aside and go that, you know, it doesn't matter. I'm sorry for the things I've said. Can't I just be the Emperor to your Empress? Can't we just brush this stuff under the carpet? The likely outcome, though, is I call it the elephant in the room, right? The elephant in the room in going, what are the words on this? Spiritual, intellectual, psychic, truth, right? Reserved, wise, chariot, determination, higher awareness, intellect. This is the thing. And you put that alongside the King of Swords, right? And there's no way, if this is your person, there is no way they are getting past you without talking about what all of this was. The lies that they told, the hurt that they inflicted. Yeah, I'll be your Empress to your Emperor. Sure. Show me you're an Emperor. Show me that you're not in this Seven of Swords energy and that you're just going to keep lying and taking from me and creating difficult scenarios. This is a conversation about the elephant in the room, the Seven of Swords. There's your elephant. That's your elephant. And it says we are going to have an in-depth, really deep down discussion about why all of those things happen. And if we don't, I guarantee you, I ain't no Empress to an unhealthy Emperor. And I need to know. I need to use all of my skills and all of my abilities to figure out whether you're a healthy Emperor or not. Let's get another level. Let's get some of the love cards on these ones. Righto. We're starting to get a bit of a story here, aren't we? Little love cards. These are cute. These are cute love cards. What have we got in the soul space? We've got make the effort. Righto. See, that's that King of Cups sitting there just deliberating. You've got to do something. What does it say? Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. You can't just sit there and think about them all day, King of Cups. You actually have to take action. And I know King of Cups in the soul space, it's inviting you to just swim in it and swim in it and swim in it. But the King of Cups can't just sit on his throne all day and just deliberate. He actually has to take action. Make the effort. Be the achiever. Move forward, King of Cups. If you're going to graduate into that Emperor energy, you want to match your Empress, you're going to have to make the effort. Righto, 3D, what have we got? Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. What's in the challenge, actually? Forgiving and learning, right? And what is the likely outcome for yourself? And one for what would you say? Keep an open mind. Okay, worth waiting for. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you that I'm just not a party player. I'm not just about my work. I'm not in another relationship. I've done the things I need to do to set myself free. I'm battling whatever addictions I was battling. I've loosened the chains from my addiction. I've taken control over my life, and it's taken me time to get there. And along the way, I've pushed you away. I've told you all sorts of lies, all sorts of bullshit, all sorts of stuff to keep you at bay, because I had to figure this stuff out. This third party energy had me beat down. On whatever level it was beating me down, it had me beat down, and I had to rise above. And it took, I know I deliberated a long time. This person's been out in the cold doing their deliberations for a long time, and now they're sitting there going, will I come forward or not? And asking you, Divine Feminine, can you just wait for me a little bit longer? I promise you, I'm worth waiting for. The juice is worth the squeeze with me. I've learnt my lesson. I'm a leader now. I'll be able to come forward. I'm strong, I'm courageous, I'm independent, and I'm free from this third party energy that held me back for you. I promise you, I'm worth waiting for. Please keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. How I'm reading this one is going, I think, Divine Feminine, you have a certain idea around what you think this person is all about. I don't think you've met this person in healthy Emperor energy as yet. You've probably met them as dysfunctional King of Cups, and, dulling the pain with whatever third party project that they've got going on, and lying to you about why they've moved away. But now they want to say, I've leveled up. Please keep an open mind. You've never met me before. You've never met me in this energy. I'm different from what you thought I was. What you thought your type and what your expectation was, I'm different and I'm better. Please keep an open mind. I am the Emperor to your Empress. What is the challenge? I know it's going to be hard for you to forgive me. I know that I've had, what does it say? As you release and heal, the past, your expectations. Sorry, these are hard to read. My eyes are. Here we go. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Okay, so I'm asking you to let go. The person that I was, who told those lies, who created those dramas, who behaved improper towards you, I'm not who that person is anymore. And, the challenge that we're going to have, and I'm impatient for you to understand this, is that, if we can forgive, I wanted to say we. So why does he think that he needs to forgive you? Anyway, forgiving and learning. We need to work together on what forgiveness looks like and how we can move into the present situation, and you can get to know me in the energy that I'm in. Here, free yourself from the ideals that you've had about me. It's time to take back control of your life. Here, I know that you love me. I know that you love me. And now it's time for you to meet a different version of me, and I'm going to communicate that to you, who I am and what I'm all about. Let's get some divine love. Oracle, over the top, one more layer of energy and see what is going on. Is this your person? Let's have a look. All right. We've got bottom of the pool, collective, sad. We've got 2 from 1. And we've got uncharted. This is what I'm picking up, is you don't know this person anymore. You don't know them at all. They have literally been, what I love about this card, the bottom of the pool, right? It's kind of the ideal. And I always remember when I was going through a particularly tough time, my brother said to me, it's okay, Suze, sink to the bottom of the pool. And I thought, what strange advice. Why would you want me to go to the bottom of the pool? And he goes, when you finally get to the bottom of the pool, you can push off with both feet. There's rock bottom under there. And I always held on to it. And I kind of went, you know what? It's, I think at the times when I was at the bottom of the pool, when I felt like there was no oxygen left for me, was when the divine met me there. And I think this is kind of what we're picking up about your person. It took them to get to the bottom of the pool with all of this kind of crap. Right, going, the reason they did that stuff is because they were still trying to sink to the bottom of the pool. They had to get to the bottom of this third party energy before they finally heard the voice of the divine, and they finally felt like there was something to push off from the bottom of the pool. So as much as this energy can be really difficult, I always go, you know what? Sink into it. Sink as deep as you need to go. King of Cups. Dive into those feelings. Let yourself get to the bottom of the pool, and then the action you're going to take is to push off with both feet on the bottom of the pool and swim to the surface for that oxygen. So I actually kind of like that energy sitting in there. They've been to the bottom of the pool, and now they're ready to show you a different version of themselves. Look at this in the 3D world. The collective is an interesting energy, and it is saying I see you as a soulmate, I see you as a divine love counterpart, and everything that we've been through together, you know, we've been worth waiting for. We've been apart, we've been together, and all the way we've been learning and growing. But what I know to be true is that this journey is bigger than both of us, and every time I've tried to forget about you, every time I've tried to move on, there's something that ties us back together. Our journey feels like it has higher purpose. We belong to the collective of souls who are meant to be here and to bring love, unconditional love, to the planet for the purpose of moving humanity forward. You are my twin flame. You are my twin flame. And it's taken me, maybe I've had to look at every other option out there available for me to realize that we have a very, very special soul connection. And all the work that I've been through, all the work that I've done, look, you know, it's been worth waiting for. Look at these divine angels who've put me through everything that I've needed to know, so that I may join the collective too. We may be part of the collective, and our love serves humanity. Big energy to come in there. What I would tell you if I was could is I've been sad without you. I've been really, really sad. You are the Empress to my Emperor. And you know what? You don't know me anymore. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I've learned. You don't know how my heart breaks not to have you in my life. I've been sad. I've been sad. I want you to know that. I want you to know that you're going to meet a new version of me, and you're going to see that I can actually open up my heart now, and I can show you the underbelly. I can show you the bits that hurt. And together, this is why I was saying this before, together we can learn and grow. Together we can forgive. Together we can move on to a brand new energy. We are two from one. This is what I'm picking up. This person's had an awakening to who you are and how you are connected. Maybe for the first time ever. I'm learning about what the word twin flame is all about. Maybe I'm finding out what divine love connection's about, and that we share a soul template. That's curious to me. I don't know that I necessarily understand it. It's still a challenge for me to work through, and the likely outcome is we're going to be in uncharted waters. You don't know me anymore. You don't know who I've become. You don't know how much work I've done. You don't know the lessons that I've had to go through. And on the flip side, I don't know what you've been through. We've been missing each other. What I do know, though, is I'm sad without you. I'm sad without you, and I'm getting ready to take action, to come towards you, and we will be in uncharted waters. We'll be learning as we go, figuring out what needs to be forgiven, figuring out what needs to be released, and figuring out what has to happen for us to come back together in beautiful, harmonious union. I'm calling this one a twin flame connection, and if this is your person, they're waking up to these ideals and they're ready to step into uncharted waters with you. But you need to know, the damage that they've done before, they're aware of it. They might want to brush it under the carpet because it's not who they are anymore. You're meeting them as if for the very first time. So if this is your person, I hope you've got something out of this little reading, and I'm going to wrap it up from in there and say, in faith, hope and love, it's bye from me for now.